Morning, everybody. Chad, Doss Farms. Drive. Whoop. Yep. Hang on. This just became a race between me and Frank to the gate. He's coming in hot. Whoops, that was a tree stump. That was a branch. We're not even gonna put her in park. You guys hold her down. He's coming. Too slow, bro. Too slow. I got you. I got you. I got you and your mom too. That sounded awkward. What a glorious morning, amen? Frank and June. June is definitely rubbing off on Frank. Listen, if you're new here, welcome and howdy. If you're old here, welcome and howdy. This is my lovely wife and I's 40 acres in Northeast Oklahoma. These are a few of our cows. They'll all make their way up here eventually. Woo! What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? What's up? What's going on? Look, you could pet him over the top of the fence. You just don't want to reach through. But he still gets a little cranky. Don't be leaning on the gate because he can push you off. It's all right. See, it's all right. Yeah. Big old knot on his head. Glory. Glory, where's the baby? Glory. I was told when you got here, there was a baby in there. Hey, you know what? That bag looks a little bigger, ladies and gents. They sure do. Look at the little baby. Woo! That's Mom, Fiona. Here comes the rest of them. MJ. Belle. That's Mom and baby. All right, let's get some cubes on the ground. Talk to him, man. Talk to him. Junebug. What you got? What you got? Huh? My goodness. Beautiful animals. Whew. Hey, is it stealthy little bugger? Is it raining anywhere where y'all are at? Because man, it don't stop here. It's like every day we wake up and there's more rain that happened overnight. Cubes on the ground. About 400 feet of cubes, just for reference. Because this is 450. I started at the gate and we're down here by the time we empty 2 bags. And that's just for reference. Why are we haying and cubing? Well, it's because I'm trying to put a farm in the middle of a forest. Pasture in the middle of a forest, I should say. Hay and cubes won't hurt them. You got to remember, there's parts of the country where they hay like 10 months out of the year. Around here, we can sometimes count on about only 4 months, sometimes 4.5, depending on drought and rainy season, which one comes first. But this year we've had a lot of water, which has helped. So when I drive around, I usually take the side by side, pull my seed spreader, and I just throw seed everywhere. And some of it's coming up, some of it's not. We got to keep clearing trees. And I'm just sharing because I think you guys think this is interesting. And I appreciate the tips and ideas. And look. There's so much water in there that it's overflowing. That's how it should be when you live on a well. See this mess? I forgot to shut the hose off. But what a problem to have, because before my boy Rob got here, if you're new here, we had well pump issues. We had pressure tank issues. Rob Sladen, one of our subscribers, friend of the family, came down, hooked us up. We bought we went from a 20-gallon pressure tank to an 86-gallon pressure tank. And now we got more water than we know what to do with. So huge shout out to Rob again. What a blessing. What a blessing, Maximus. The other day I was filming and I was giving the cows nicknames, and I called Maximus Maxie. I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that. And if you're new here, sorry, I'm funny. Woo! Yeah, you know what's up. Hi, young lady. Oh, someone wants that fresh well water. How's that, young lady? Is that good? Remember, cows backwash. Now, Franklin, cubes are that way. Keep it moving, homie. Whoa, yeah, I saw that. I saw that. You little stinker. That was his fault, but I still don't trust you. Talk to your boy, huh? Woo! Watch out. He definitely gonna need a bigger fence, I can tell you that right now. Oh man, and some of you noticed that there's a lot of hay right here. This is like a super wet spot. All the water comes down here. You can see this is all runoff. So that's why I've been putting hay here and trying to build the ground up so I can get water to go that way, not this way. Nelly! Cubes are over there, young lady. Well, now I feel bad. MJ Jr. just wanted a drinky drink. There he goes. Whole trough to himself. How about that? And even though I don't show it, there's a trough on the other end that they have access to. That's actually where they were blocked off. And they're only blocked off because I need to dump cubes on the ground safely. So they've only been blocked off for like 5 minutes. Our next move is, what is our next move? Tag and work the calves and give them their calf shots pretty quick. I was really waiting on glories so we could do them all at once, but that's all right. I was also waiting on tipsies, which if you've seen our last video, sorry I got a little long-winded. It was not a fun video to make. That one was pretty rough. Tipsy was bred by our neighbor's Angus bull at our previous farm, and the calf was breached. And it was my first time ever dealing with that. And I take a little bit of responsibility because when I inspected her earlier that day, and I'll make this short, I'm just giving you the whatever, you can go watch the video if you want. When I inspected her earlier in the day, I thought I felt nose and feet. And what I actually felt was like haunches with like some birthing in front of it, and it just felt gritty like a cow's nose or a tongue. And then I felt the hocks, which is like the cow's rear elbow. Lucy! So we let her walk around and push for a little bit, when if I had known that it was breached, I could have done something. But our friends Aaron and Kylie at Lone Rock Ranch, and just watching them too. Our friends Aaron and Kylie at Lone Rock Ranch and Andrea Fleming, calf was dead. They just said, listen, it wasn't stillborn. The calf was not dead for like 48 to 72 hours, because when that happens, the baby comes out and it's already started to, like, it reeks. But the calf definitely died because it was breached, her water broke. It happens. At that point, you have to make a decision, calf or mom. Do you run the risk of the calf not being alive and do a C-section, hoping to save both, only to give mom a huge scar, a lot of stress, really a lot of stress, and the depression of losing a calf in the process? Or do you just save mom and get the calf out of there, hoping the calf's alive and move forward? Nice of you to join us, Sonny. They've got a brand new bale of hay way over there in the front of the pasture in another low spot. I think that's where Miss Sunny was. But yeah, all is well. Tipsy has stopped looking for her calf. She will dry up on her own. I texted a couple friends just to see if there was maybe an orphaned calf, and there wasn't. And after about 72 hours, you really want to move forward versus trying to retain that milk supply for really no reason. Plus, we have from our friends at Lone Rock, where all our longhorns come from, we have an amazing bull who throws small calves, certainly healthy enough for Miss Tipsy here in about, what's it take? When will Tipsy have a heat cycle? Is it like 90 days? Is it 120? Is it 30? I know that when Lucy had Lily, our donkeys, there's a foal heat that you guys talked about. Does that exist with cattle? I'm still new to the rebreeding. This is my first bull that reached a breeding age. So let me know. Yeah, everybody is healthy and happy. I think we're gonna get a baby out of that one here in the next 60 days or so. It'll be pretty cool. Yeah, there's cubes all up and down this thing, 100 pounds worth. Very cool. I'm gonna go this way so he stays over there. Lily! Meow. Come here. Come here. She's like, no way, man. So our next move, which I left out, or I should say our next move, Lily, Badonkadonk, actually probably just Lily and Lucy are gonna move to the little pasture way down front, doesn't border this one. And we're gonna bring Lily's dad, who is also the dad to whatever's inside of Lucy, up here. We're gonna bring little donk up here to keep them safe. Take the other donkeys down low. And we're also going to be getting a Charolais steer, a Charolais steer from our neighbor. So I'm super excited about. They just banded him, so he's probably what, a couple 100 pounds? We'll see. But super excited to have a steer because about the time we process Frank, that steer will be ready. And I think we're gonna let him stay up here for a little while, and then in the winter, we're actually gonna move Frank and that steer over to that pasture. And I know I use the word pasture a little bit light sometimes. You guys are like, that's not a pasture, that's a forest. I know, Jack, I know. I mean, what do you want me to say? We're gonna move Frank to that forest? Anyway. Nope. Lily's gonna move as well, so she can be with her mom. Plus, that'll keep her away from her dad, because we don't want that. CJ. I'm just happy that we have enough room to move animals around on. And this pasture right here is about 13 acres, like the whole thing. So yes, you might think this is a little bit light, but we're working on making this pasture that way. And there's some stuff going on in the background you guys don't know about, but we're gonna get it sorted pretty quick, and then I'll let you in on it. Gosh, he is so pretty. Pretty ornery, watch this. So I'm about 20 feet from him. Here's just normal. But he's watching me. He'll drop his foot here in a second. Yeah, that's not a fly reaction. He's just being ornery. He is so pretty. My goodness. Credit to Lone Rock, man. If anybody's in the market for some good longhorns, he is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And of course, this is his dad, so that's where his looks come from. What do you say, bub? What do you say, bub? All right, well, they're looking pretty stinking good. We can walk a little closer over here because Frank and MJ Jr. are both down there. Yep. Hey, what's up, Bubba? What's he doing, huh? I know you want him. not gonna do it. Hi, Glory. Stinker. Still, I've been able to touch her, but I can't stay very long. It's kind of a give me the cubes and get out type thing. I can feed old Phineas, I ain't worried about that. Maximus I could pet right now, but he doesn't want to eat out of my hand. Miss Belle, I should be able to feed. We'll see. We're gonna go on her left so she can see us. Hi, young lady. You stinker. Here, look. Beautiful cows. My goodness. And the goal for me is not always to hand feed them. Okay, if I want to hand feed them, I'll just stand outside the gate with cubes. They'll come right up to it. They will push and shove to get in line because they know they're not going to be like trapped or put in a chute or anything like that. Like they've got the freedom to move up and down the gate. The goal for me when I do that is just to get close in case we have a situation like Tipsy where I had to pull that calf. You know, I've got a chute from our friends at ArrowQuip. I assure you Tipsy will go through it. The new one also has a side door for like working and maintenance, but I'm pretty sure I can side load some longhorns in there because this chute is wider. We're gonna give it a shot. I'm actually working on getting a carport built, like a lean-to structure, and putting a chute under that that's on a concrete pad so we can put a scale on it and get a weight on some of these folks. Okay, I'm pretty excited about it. It's gonna be, goodness, it's gonna be up near the house so that we'll have electric and water. Well, I mean, now we have water way out here, but that way we'll have electric right by the house if we need it to run anything with the chute. Let's pull up a little bit. Every time oldest boy Case leaves, I'm like, don't drive that side by side like you want to. Drive it like Daddy would want you to. And then I come out here and do that stuff. I don't even want to know how Ray drives it. Still got marks on the doors from how Ray drives it. Anyway, whew. Huge shout out to my neighbor for the bales that are too big for my tractor. Not really. I mean, huge shout out to him, but the ground got a little soft right here during the rain the other day. I thought I'd just scoot through here and set a bale right there. I mean, it didn't work. So I think what I'm gonna do though is put this bale right there. And then I might put the ArrowQuip chute around it. I'm gonna clean up the leftover fencing stuff that was in here. Now it's out there, so they're safe. But I think I'm gonna put that bale right here, put the ArrowQuip panels around it, and let them eat that bale right there so that it builds the ground up. There's also quite a hump right here, and we found a few of these on the property. And what I found is sometimes those are trash. So like there's been trash buried. So I might take my bucket or my box blade and pull a little bit, but what I don't want to do is uncover what was clearly some burnt tires over there and have a bunch of stuff right here. I'd rather just leave it with a little bit of a hump and put that right there. You can't put rocks there because it'll just eat it. It'll literally just go away. But what helps is this area, opening it up with all these trees, it dries out so much quicker. And that is kind of the main goal. Every day I wake up, I try to do something to improve the land. Yesterday, that something was working on the deck with my lovely wife because we really want that deck finished. It was a huge draw to this house. Believe it or not, our back porch has an overhang the entire length of the house, which is 60 feet. So we have a 60 by 12 back deck. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It faces the east, so we never have to stare into the sun when we're sitting out there. It's just, oh man, what a blessing. What a beautiful house. So very grateful. We just moved here from 20 acres, in case you didn't know. So when I refer to things and stuff like that, that's why the deck and all that is new to us. So, but yeah, I think right here, I think is where I want all the ArrowQuip stuff. I think I want a pad right here. It'll be really pretty to be able to see it off the back deck. It'll be out of the way. I'll be able to, if not get enough panels all the way to there. I'm gonna see though, I'm gonna make sure this is the high part. Don't judge my tree chopping skills, okay? This one was deader than a hammer. So anyway, I think I'm going to put it right there because I'll have power coming off the garage. I'll be able to get a trailer up here after we take out, see those trees are dead too. After we take out a couple of those, and yeah, should be a nice little working area right here. It'll also, sorry, I don't ever mean to get long-winded. I really don't, I just am. But I know you guys like our projects, and I tell you what I like is y'all's input. I really do. And I mean that, I really do. I really do. With the carport that's gonna be over the chute, we're only gonna need like a 12 by 12 area. I would like the carport area, I'm calling it a carport, but it's a loafing shed with no walls. But I would like it to be bigger so that if somebody wants to get under it, they can. But what the cows do right now, believe it or not, the driest spot in this pasture is in those trees because it is so thick right there. And every time it rains, that's where they go. And I've been in there checking for calves and checking to see, make sure everybody's okay when it's storming. And there's like no rain getting through. But of course that won't apply in the winter. There's no leaves on the trees, but we'll figure it out. Let me know what you think about this area right here. I would just assume that the flattest spot closest to the house is where you would want your chute. Don't worry about the fly load because I can always turn chickens loose after we, run and work them. Do I want to be able to see the chute off the side of the house, or should I put it up here where I'd see it every day, even from the front? I will say this, if it goes here and not there, that's like the backyard, completely adjacent to the backyard. This is in line with the garage, and we've got this lean-to, which we don't want cows in there. I don't want to do that. They'll bump something or tear something up. I don't know. I'm super excited about that lean-to though, because I'll probably stick a few bales under there this winter, just because we can. For when it's really straight ripping and snowing, I'll have a couple bales that are just absolutely 100% dry. I don't know, maybe the lean-to needs to go in here. I don't know. It certainly would help with loading and unloading. But you guys let me know your thoughts. And putting the chute in here is not a, 2 or 3 week out project. It's like a few days. So let me know down below, would you put your chute right off the side of the house? Extension cords don't need to be as long if you need electric. You can work them, you can run them in and out of here. Or should you put it over there so it's a little bit away from the house? I'm not worried about seeing it because it's gorgeous. Huh?
Like, how do you know which pad is the ppm? Like, how do you know? Does it just go down, like...
Yeah, the second pad.
It's the second pad?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, you get enough chlorine in there for the Olympics this summer.
Do I want it like this?
Well, I would leave it alone. You don't add any now.
Is adding shock make it...
Higher.
Oh, you're recording. Hi. I have instructions. I'm trying to figure this out.
Adding shock will make that go up. You don't want to do that.
So it's good right now then?
Yeah, leave it alone.
And so now we need to do the dropout?
Well, what's it say? Wait 15 to 30 minutes.
Well, that's what we just now did. And so now...
You waited 30 minutes already?
Yeah, it's been 30 minutes. It's 4:45.
Oh.
We add 3 bottles of dropout, recirculating for an hour.
What happened?
Stop!
I had a hold of you.
You did not.
I had a hold of you.
No, you didn't. He just bumped me. He was not holding me.
I would never do that. I understand the chlorine's real high. It would burn.
It's real high.
Whew. How's it look? How's it look? Made pretty good progress on the old deck. Dude, are you kidding me? Yep. This was unfinished as of when we bought the house. And now we finished it. We can fully walk. There's some screws missing, but that's how I build my deck. I don't put down every single screw as I go. Okay, so like on the joints that connect at the joists like the butt ends, that's where your screws go while you're working. And then anywhere you need to like fold a board or bend a board into place or whatever. Anyway, yeah, the only thing I know is that a very wise carpenter taught me the greatest carpenters just fix their mistakes before anybody sees them. So, but this is just a deck, so no big deal. But our next move is to come up with some kind of staircase right here. I'm thinking some kind of 3-sided hexagon or something, like kind of have them spill out. And we even thought about taking down the railing just because it kind of limits you. And I know for insurance purposes and safety, things like that, you got to have rails, but I'm talking about having stairs like all the way down, all the way around here. Just have it spill out into the backyard. I think that'd be really cool. But then we're gonna add another tier. And of course we'll need a gate to keep the doggows from running away. How's the pool looking?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh boy. It looks way better. Just keep doing that. I was ready to put fish in it earlier.
Yeah.
We did buy a new pump because this one is so loud, I'm sure you guys can barely hear me. But that's just what happens over time. We got away from this type of filter and went back to a traditional sand. We just like it. It's easier, it's safer. But, yep. There's the old chute. So, sorry it's been a few hours. Just had some busy work to do today. If you haven't seen Grandma and Grandpa's most recent video, starring yours truly, go watch it. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. I was just running around following Grandpa's instructions. So, I think it turned out pretty good. Are you getting ready to call the pool place again? All right, we got to figure this out because I'll be honest, we called one pool guy back in March and he flaked on us. So then we called another place and they don't have any idea about YouTube, and we're not trying to trash and bash or anything like that, but
It's hard getting them to show up, for one.
yeah.
And for two,
Getting them to come back.
I don't think they can clear it like properly. Not after a conversation I had with a different pool place today anyway. So
And they all say,
attempt this myself.
They all say different things, but one thing I did notice was I remember having a pool, and we didn't wait till the last minute. I understand it's just 1 week past Memorial Day. We didn't do that. We reached out and had somebody bail on us.
In March.
And then the next person reached out, or the next person we reached out to, they'd come out a couple of times, but they would shock it, and then we wouldn't see them for 3 or 4 days, and it would rain. Well, you have to shock it again now. So that $7-8 a bag we just gave you was for nothing. So anyway,
this new place is gonna it has me using something called drop out. So it's actually supposed to drop algae to the bottom, and then you vacuum it out, and it's a very fast process, and I have lots of instructions, and I'm gonna figure out how to do this.
when we decided to buy this house,
The pool
we
is a big
divvied
factor
up
for me.
But we divvied up like, hey, listen, I'm gonna take care of some of the fencing. I'm gonna take care of the deck. Ray was like, I'll do the pool. I was like, fantastic. So
I love pools. I'll be out here all summer, but I know
can't swim in that.
squat about pools. I don't know about them. I've never had to do this, so I don't know.
And we actually tried to get on somebody's schedule to have them come out once a week, but we can't get them to come out and get it right to even start coming out once a week. I think the problem is
I don't know what I'm doing.
we were going to do it ourselves. You guys kind of talked us into having somebody get it right for us, which is what we thought we were doing. But now we can't get them to come back.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, just go back to zero. Let's just do it ourselves. So we bought a new pump today. We're on the right track. If your pool is the biggest problem in your life, you're doing swell.
He's very cute.
I'll say that. We're very, very blessed. We're very grateful. I hope you guys can hear us over the old pump, because until we get this clean, I'm not hooking up the new pump and running through whatever that is in the new one. But anyway, we got to get out of here. Hey, start working on the deck again, or it's never going to get done. So, with that said, y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. God bless. Deuces.